reflective on it. So you might ask the question the opposite way round.
Okay.
Yeah. Why did it disappear? And the answer is the English. Yeah.
Mm.
The English suppressed the language. We look at the Great Famine. You could get off your condemned either hanging or transportation for eating Trevelyan's corn if you renounced your Catholicism and became Church of Ireland. And most of the people affected were Gaelic speakers. If you're under, as it were, a colonial oppressor, you then go through a revolution, right? It takes a few generations for it to become normal. You've also had the presence up until very, very recently of a very dominant and backward-looking Irish Catholic Church.
They're still playing the traditional music that was played hundreds of years ago and through all those dark times. Some musicians like to learn a bit of Irish just so they can understand better what it is they're performing. And maybe if it's about identity and you want to understand who you are as Irish, you can't take away your language. There's actually a great Irish poet that I like, Sean O'Riordan, and he says, throw away your Barla, which is English, throw away your Shelley and your Keats. And God, he writes this thing in Irish. It really explains really, really well why you're trying to tune back into something that's really deep in you. And if you want to express yourself naturally as an Irish person, an Irish soul and mind, you want to use your vocabulary and your syntax, your structuring of words and language.
Well, there's a melody in the Irish language.
Yeah.
Take, for instance, this beautiful lines, Dúirt fan lom gnúirt fan le gnúirt fan ella gorinish fan di. To translate it directly, it's a woman said to me, that a woman said to her, that a woman said to her in the market. I was in Ireland a couple of weeks ago, and I was in about a half a dozen libraries, and one of the things I noticed with groups there is, first of all, an air of confidence, and secondly, their lack of interest, the younger people, in anything to do with religion, but they're still seeking, and I believe that's the spur for the resurgence of the Irish language.
Sure. They don't wish
That's
to
the way I'm
identify
reading
through
it.
religion.
I hope it doesn't fizzle out. I really do. The confidence is there with the youth, and I hope it goes forward, because something happened in 1944. I grew up as a child speaking Gaelic. My teacher was he was a nationalist. He's one of those who said, burn everything English bar their coal. I can remember him saying that in the Gaelic, but however. Something happened, and I'm still sort of convinced that it either came from the clergy or came from central government to move over a little bit into the English language.